Along with UFC 291, which is a huge event, there was a huge card announced, and we're gonna be talking about the whole card in itself in the future. Like I'll have a whole video just about the card, but we're gonna be talking about a particular fighter on that card, and that's Tony Ferguson, who's gonna be facing off against Bobby Green. I'm surprised that Tony Ferguson is fighting again. He just hasn't had the best of luck. He got whooped by Justin, by Benil, by Charles, by Michael, and then he lost against Nate Diaz. He's just been consistently taking L's, and it's not because he's bad or anything. It's just, man, these fighters have evolved. These fighters have really evolved. The game has stepped up a lot. And I'm sorry, but Tony Ferguson just isn't the same fighter that he was when he was in his prime. And he knows this too. He just got arrested because of a DUI. He flipped over his truck and he hurt like two other people. And it's so sad to see a fighter go down that path. It's like a John Jones moment, except in the other aspect. With John Jones, we saw him at the top. We saw John Jones being unbeatable. He was really powerful. He, I could see how he felt unstoppable, you know? And when you have that much power, there's going to be an ego that comes with it. And if you don't control that ego and you let him overtake you and your mental, and your heart, you could do some terrible things to yourself, to people around you. It's dangerous, you know? But you can also get a sense of ego when you're at the very, very bottom. When you're at the very, very bottom, it's do or die time, right? You feel like you really need to do anything you can. It's like any movement that you do is an act of desperation. And with that desperation comes that ego again. That you'll do some stupid shit, you know? I'm not on here saying that Tony Ferguson is a bad guy at all. I'm a huge fan of Tony Ferguson actually. And I think I want to remind everyone of that, you know? Not to jump quick to conclusions. I know what he did is like really fucked up. I know that a lot of people could have gotten hurt, and when you look at those repercussions or those consequences that could have led from those actions, I could see how bad it is. I'm not looking over that at all. Should he have been driving while intoxicated? Fuck no. You should never, ever, anybody. You should never drive while you're intoxicated. It's so dangerous to you, to others, and it's really not worth it. But when your mental's just that low, like Tony Ferguson was, I guess I'm really assuming things. But when you get one negative thing after negative after negative after negative, and you're realizing or you're starting to feel like you're slowly fading away, that your significance is no longer there, it could really take a toll on somebody. And I feel like that's something that Tony Ferguson could be going through right now. He's fighting again in July 29th in Salt Lake City, Utah against Bobby Green. I don't know. Yeah, I hope this is his last fight, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that because I don't want to see Tony Ferguson. I want to see Tony Ferguson a lot. I want to see Tony Ferguson fight as much as he can, but I think we're getting to that point where it's time to say goodbye to Tony Ferguson. He's 39 years old. I feel like this last fight against Bobby Green, win or lose, should be his last fight. I feel like yeah, I feel like it should be his last fight. Sorry to say it, Tony. Of course, I'm never one to say when somebody should retire. I never like calling somebody else's retirement, and I absolutely hate when people say like, "Oh yeah, he's about to retire. That person's about to retire." Like, no, you don't determine their retirement; they do. But when it comes to Tony Ferguson, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but just know that if you were to retire today, I'd be just fine. I have so much respect for Tony Ferguson, and it's just uh these guys, man, these guys are getting really, really good, really, really fucking good. I just don't want to see Tony Ferguson fall again that hard. You know what I mean? Being in such a low spot right now, in a low place, vibrationally, low vibes. Adding another L, I don't think so. That'd be terrible. Another L. His last 5 fights are L's. Or who knows? Maybe he makes like an ultimate comeback like freaking Glover Teixeira. Never know. But it really, I feel like it's wishful thinking. I really don't like being so pessimistic about this, but sometimes you just gotta face the facts that your time is up. Maybe there's other things that are waiting for you out there. I just hope that he doesn't turn normal. You know what I mean? He has that superstar in him. He has the talent. He has the passion. All of these fighters do. So it's sad to see them become normal people in the future and start to fade away. I don't want to see Tony Ferguson ever fade away. Uh, so I hope he goes on and does something else besides the UFC. What? Who knows? But there's a lot of different things that this man can do. Not some one trick pony. I think that's gonna be it. Tony Ferguson, keep your head up, bro. I will see you July 29th at UFC 291 against Bobby Green. Listen, Bobby Green, he's been training, bro. My friend Tony Cortez has been training with Bobby Green. And my friend Tony, he's looking like he's going for everything, dude. He's coming too. Just know they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready, Tony. Good luck. And if you retire, it's fine. Thank you for such a great career. Thank you for everything that you've done in this freaking octagon, the performances that you've given us, the freaking heart of not quitting ever. Like, dude, you were in there in some hard ass moments. Watching the fight against Justin Gaethje every single time that it comes up, rewatching it, dude, I don't know how you endured that. Against Charles Oliveira, I thought you were gonna lose your arm. Against Beneil Dariush, against Michael Chandler, my jaw stopped. Dude, oh my god. I remember I was watching, I was so happy because I saw you doing so good in the first round. I saw you almost beating him in the first round. And then the second round starts, and I saw you get caught with that, and I was like, no, no, Tony, no. Fuck. I couldn't believe it. What do you guys think? Should Tony Ferguson stop fighting? Is it time for Tony Ferguson to call it quits? I really don't want it to be, but I think it kind of has to be. Let me know down in the comments. Does he have some more time in the UFC, or is he completely done? Don't be fucking negative about it too. Don't be assholes. Remember, this is a man's career. This is a man's life. This is a man's heart, mental. Like, just take it easy, you know? I think that's going to be it. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tony Ferguson, love you, man. Good luck.